KHARMA Music Podcast. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, welcome to Sound KHARMA Song Spotlight, episode 76. I'm your host, Big Zach. We've got this week's top 9 indie music tracks. We'll tell you a little bit about each artist and play a quick sample of each track. If you'd like to submit a song for a future Song Spotlight, you can. We love submissions. We'll tell you how you can do that at the end. All right, let's get busy. Our first feature this week is for a band called If by Whiskey. This project is the brainchild of vocalist Aaron Overton from Florida, who's now based in LA. He says this track is about how we fight with our inner selves and demons. It's about how each person struggles against our own better judgment and how, when we choose to do things we shouldn't, that inner voice can then haunt you once you've made a choice. Been there, done that. Who hasn't, right? Neat video too. We need to give a shout out to Kevin Pabst who created it. This is If by Whiskey, Enamorous You. Magnetic Ghost is the project of Minneapolis musician Andrew Larson. This is one of these musicians who explodes with talent in a lot of different areas. Literally, he can be his own entire band, from vocals to acoustic, electric, and bowed guitars, pedal steel, synth, bass, percussion, drums. He's also an artist who doesn't constrict himself to a specific sound. He makes music without worrying about whether it fits his style or category. He just creates. No limits, no boundaries. This is what we're talking about. This is Magnetic Ghost with The Long Winter. Sid is a singer, songwriter, and producer based in London. He caught the music bug early. Sid started creating music when he was in grade school in Mumbai. A lot of times, artists who have complete control over their own music are the ones who create the most unique stuff. There are no suits in boardrooms to tell them that a song won't test well. Creativity flows freely. Sid is one of those artists. This is the title track from his brand new 3-song EP called Bridges. This is Sid.
I write songs to let myself know it's always better to know that there is writing on the sands, washing over places I know, writing on my hands. Tell the world the truth that you know, you know, you know, you know. You know, 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 you know.
Ancient Astronauts is a producer-DJ duo from Germany. Their focus is to give a platform to different styles of music, especially artists from Africa. You'll even hear the African influences in their music. You may be asking why. They say, Africa is the origin of rhythm and the root of civilization. But to this day, it still doesn't get enough recognition for its musical talent. Multinational corporations exploit the resources of Africa. They go on to say, there is no balance. We want our listeners to know about the great talent and upcoming artists from all over Africa. Conscious artists that address real issues and problems in society, local communities and politics. This is just the beginning. This is a great example of what they're talking about. This is Ancient Astronauts with Pagliacci's Reprise featuring Joyce Olong.
'Cause if I take another step, make another move, oh, the world is moving, oh, I might fall down. Oh, I might fall down. 'Cause if I take another step, make another move, oh, the world is moving, oh, I might fall down. Oh, I might fall down.
Daniel Takes a Train describes themselves on Instagram as the most famous band you've never heard of. They're a London-based indie pop band. They've been around for a long time, but they haven't released an album in like 30 years. They broke up decades ago, but they got the band back together, literally, in 2018 after some of their old tracks were rediscovered on YouTube. One thing led to another, and 30 years later, they're back together and creating some amazing new music. This track is from their latest album, Last Ticket to Tango. It's called Stranger Things Can Happen from Daniel Takes a Train.
Stranger things can happen. You've had your time in the spotlight. Dreaming this is your moment. Sad to say, I don't think so. Stranger things can happen. You had your time in the spotlight. Dreaming this is your moment. Sad to say, I don't...
Charlie Nieland is a music veteran based in New York City. He was in the band Her Vanished Grace for 20 years. Then he started writing, producing, and performing as a solo act. He's also half of the duo Lusterlit. He's written and produced tracks with artists like Debbie Harry, Rufus Wainwright, and Blondie. In fact, he got a spot on the top 10 Billboard dance charts position with Debbie Harry's single 2 Times Blue, which he co-wrote and produced. He's also scored the film The Safety of Objects, starring Glenn Close, and a pilot episode of The L Word on Showtime. For this song, Charlie says it kinda just happened. He says it was like it was waiting for him to write it. The colors run together. The coins are thrown forever. An instrument of trust. All those lyrics just came to him when he picked up the guitar. You'll be able to find this track on his new album, Divisions. This is Charlie Nieland with Tightrope.
Instrument of trust. Achieve the speed of falling. Timely split the surface. Break the veil of dust around you.
Lucy Spraggan is an insanely talented singer-songwriter from the UK. You may recognize her from the show The X Factor. She's also recognized as a big supporter and champion for the LGBTQ community. Her new album is called Choices. It's scheduled to be released on February 26th. This track is on that album. This is Lucy Spraggan with Animal.
Take me to the lion, throw me to the wolves, drop me to the floor, I ain't ever gonna crawl. Circle like a shark, then treat me like a dog. Call me what you want, 'cause you're right, I'm an animal. I'm an animal. I'm an animal. I've been translating this voice in my head, and now it is constantly roaring.
Candy Opera sent us their latest track called Tell Me When the Lights Turn Green. They're an amazing alternative band from Liverpool. We featured another track in episode 70. This band got together in 1982 and broke up a decade later. Now they're back together with new music. And they're saying a lot too, not just with their music, but through this video as well. It's very symbolic. They say the water scene that you'll see in the video is a depiction of the transformation of the old Candy Opera to the new Candy Opera. It's a pretty strong comeback message. This is a great track. It's from their latest album, The Patron Saint of Heartache, which was released on November 30th. It's their first collection of new material in 30 years, and they sound better than ever. This is Candy Opera with Tell Me When the Lights Turn Green.
And if I could see the warning signs marked out up ahead, I'd hope that this time the green instead.
Our final feature this week is from Piper Shaw. She's an amazing singer-songwriter. She's a big supporter of women's rights and empowerment. She got a lot of attention, some of it not the good kind, after a video she posted on TikTok. In that video, she walked into a store looking for a birthday gift for her nephew. She found a Ms. Monopoly game, held it up, and read the slogan, "The first game where women make more than men." She ended up getting a lot of comments. Some were not very kind, to say the least. She says that many people simply misunderstood her message. So, what does a songwriter do? She decided to use her songwriting talents to clarify things. She says, "When the comments started rolling in, I grabbed a paper and a pen and wrote Strong Woman. I wanted people to know the true story behind the game, but also wanted them to know they couldn't break me. I will always fight for what I believe in because I am a strong woman." This is Piper Shaw.
So while they pick up the pieces and change the game, try to forget my memory and erase my name, I roll the dice, close my eyes and start from go again, 'cause I'm a strong woman.
There you go. That's this week's top 9 indie tracks. If you have a song you'd like to submit for a future episode of Song Spotlight, hit us up on the submit page at soundkarma.com. It's Karma with an H. If you heard a track you liked, be sure to download it or add it to a playlist. It's all about supporting the music. Or feel free to share this show. We'd love that. Don't forget to subscribe to Sound Karma Song Spotlight on YouTube or anywhere you get your podcasts. Sound Karma. All music, all artists, all the time. Thanks for watching and listening. I'm Big Zach, over and out.